Alright, y'all, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJ Tripp, and welcome to my rapid reaction for WWE Stomping Grounds. We just finished up with the card, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the action. First, we had um, the kickoff show, the Cruiserweight Championship match between Drew Gulak, Akira Tozawa, and the champion Tony Nese. And this was a great kickoff. You know, Tony Nese came out and said that, you know, we're gonna steal the show before the show even starts, and they definitely did a great job, great action from these guys, and it's really good stuff. And I love the Akira Tozawa senton from the top when Drew Gulak had him in the Gulak. Really great stuff. But we have a new cruiserweight champion, and it's Drew Gulak. And so yeah, that's something that was interesting. You know, I'm not sure necessarily why they decided to go with Drew, but Drew been getting a lot of good season, getting a lot of TV time on NXT as of late as well. So maybe they decided they needed Drew to pick up some victories. So they put him back on Duo 5 Live and now made him the cruiserweight champion. So, but this match was pretty good. So I had it at 4 stars. I thought it was really a great show. So then we start with the Raw Women's Title match between Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans, and people are gonna get on Lacey Evans for one spot in the match, and it was a spot where she wasn't in the right spot at the right time, and they kind of screwed it up, and so who knows, but I really thought that it was pretty good. Otherwise, I thought it was a really pretty good match between these two, and it was something that I think it showed the kind of work that Lacey Evans can put into, and we know what Becky Lynch can do for the most part. So yeah, like I said, people are gonna probably talk about the one little botch that it had, but all in all, I thought it was a really pretty okay show. So a pretty okay match. So Becky Lynch won with the disarmer, and it was a 3. I gave it 3.25 stars. I thought it was really like I said, pretty good. The next match was New Day members Big E and Xavier Woods going up against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and this was pretty good too. This was really good. It started off with a kick. A couple of super kicks, one to Big E on the outside and one to Xavier Woods, and Sammy and KO worked over Xavier Woods, and for most of their match, and when they had the hot tag to Big E, and Big E came in and he was a house of fire, and it was incredible to watch, and it was just it's good, and I've said it before, I say this again, tag team wrestling done right it's fantastic to watch, and this was done more than right. This was done damn good, and there's some really good execution from these guys, and everything just went right to plan. And we finished off with a stunner to Xavier Woods, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn get the victory. So a victory for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So, and that's what these two needed after they didn't take the fall, but taking the loss on Monday in the triple threat 2 out of 3 falls match, not the triple threat, the 6-man tag 2 out of 3 falls match, and then taking the 2 straight fall loss on SmackDown. So yeah, but that was some good. That was some really good stuff. And then the next one was the U.S. title match between Ricochet and Samoa Joe. And Ricochet was bumping like crazy for Samoa Joe in this match. Just doing all types of body flipping sales and everything like that, including one when he had Ricochet by the foot and he flipped him up like that. He did like almost did like a reverse thing, but then he landed on his back. It was pretty incredible, that sale. But we ended up with Ricochet going to the top of the 630, hitting it, and becoming the U.S. champion. So that was really good. That was interesting. I didn't know I was expecting that, but I think maybe that's probably something that they were going to do. So I think maybe that's how I was going to go down. And they wasn't expecting. They kind of wasn't expecting maybe Rey Mysterio to get hurt. So they just put it back on Joe so Joe could drop it to Ricochet, and now Ricochet is the United States champion. So hopefully there's some good stuff coming up for him. After the match, we see him. After some replays, we go and Ricochet is in the gorilla position, and he is getting applauded there, and he's getting applauded from Seth Rollins, and Carmella is there, Charlotte is there, Heavy Machinery is also there, and Otis, I love you, Ricky, I love you, Richie, I love you, Ricky, whatever you were saying. So that was some good. And then Triple H came in and he gave some love to Ricochet, which is kind of interesting to kind of see. The fact that you that's something that you'd see like on the behind the scenes or something like that. But that was really good. They showed us that, and then they had immediately sent Heavy Machinery out there because we have the SmackDown Tag Title match on the line as Heavy Machinery was taking on Daniel Bryan and Rowan, and obviously they were in Tacoma, Washington, the home state of Daniel Bryan. So Daniel Bryan was really, really big time over here, and man, it was incredible. And this was really, really good as well. It's really, really good stuff from these two teams, and we really got, and it was really the Daniel Bryan show. I'm sure that he was able to do some stuff because he was doing some selling too for the big boys, and the big boys were doing their own thing too. Tucker twice went to the top rope. Once he did a moonsault but then missed, and the other one he got on the top rope and jumped to the outside on Rowan. And then after that he got into the ring and Daniel Bryan rolled him up, gave him a small package for the 1, 2, 3, but just really, really good stuff here by the Heavy Machinery and Daniel Bryan. I thought it was really, really good. So both these matches, the U.S. title match and the SmackDown title match, tag title match, I give 4 stars. It was really, really good. They both were really, really fantastic. The next match was the SmackDown Women's title match between Bayley and Alexa Bliss, and this, I must say, was okay. It was definitely okay. It was kind of like a come down. It was a come down from like having like after you just kind of had this like these 3 incredible matches, to have something like this. But like I said, it was okay. I had it 3 stars. It was average. But really, this is just leading up to the future story of what is going to happen with the Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. Because at one point during the match, Alexa Bliss, she takes that kind of ridiculous bump where she bumps her head against the gets the thing. And the only reason it's ridiculous is because she's been having concussion problems. So, and actually, there's a 365 that is on that is going to be talking about those concussion problems, and I have no idea why she decided to to do that. I'm not sure why that is going to happen. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what was there. Why they continue to let her do that. But she rolled to the outside, and Nikki goes to help her up and pick her up, and then Bailey decides to do a dive, and she does a dive, except she hits Nikki Cross. Alexa Bliss takes advantage of it, throws in the ring. She's getting ready to go for Twisted Bliss. Nikki gets in the ring, and that causes a bit of a distraction, and it causes uh, uh, Alexa to miss on the Twisted Bliss, and Bailey to get Bailey the belly, and to get the victory. And so that might go to the that might lead into the Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross storyline in the future. I do believe that's going to lead somewhere into there possibly. So we'll have to wait. We'll still have to wait and see. There's still a small chance that they could be going down the road of having Bailey be the one that turned heel, and but I think we all pretty much know that this is leading to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. It's 98% of what we believe. The other 2%, I could believe that it could be a double turn with Bailey and what's her face, Alexa Bliss doing the double turn. But I think this is, of course, going to be Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. So. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. The story continues. The next match was Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, and this match was better than the WrestleMania match. It was definitely better than a WrestleMania match. I think because this was a little bit more, this was not thrown together so quickly as was the WrestleMania match. Because the WrestleMania match, Roman had just came back from being, from announcing that he had, conquered leukemia, and so because they wanted Roman on the show. Roman wanted to be back, so they kind of had to, do something where they would, throw together a show. But this was. I thought it was really a better story because there was more to it. There was more story behind it. So, and I think that's why. So, better show definitely. Shane got involved again. Roman was overcome. So I had it at 3.25 stars. So, but I will say that unfortunately. Is not over because now we're going to get Roman in a 2-on-1 handicap match with between Drew and Shane tomorrow night on Raw, and it is just the whole Shane McMahon thing is just I really don't know. I just don't know. It is one thing. It is just I just so get tired of the authority heel figure, and it has been played out. It has been tiresome, and I just don't know why they just continue on to do it. So yeah, I don't know. So, but the next match was the steel cage match for the WWE Championship between Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler. And this was pretty good. I had it at 3.5 stars. I thought this was really good, and I thought this was, how can I explain this? first off, the ending was something that you never see before. So I really did like that, where you had Kofi not diving to keep Dolph going out, uh, but you had him diving through the rope to get to the outside before Dolph. So I thought that was a great ending. Um, but yeah, I thought this was really good. I thought this had a little bit of everything, a little bit of brawling, and a little bit of of um of um of like psychology in it as well. So I don't know. I thought this, again, I gave it 3.5 stars. I thought this was really good effort by the two involved. And so we'll see now where Dolph is. Where Dolph now will now leave, and will he now go off to continue his his comedy career or anything like that, or will he stay and now continue on to doing other things? And what's next for Kofi Kingston? Will it be Kevin Owens? Are they going to go back to Kevin Owens, and it's going to be Kevin and something like that against Kofi at Extreme Rules? So we'll have to see about that. And afterwards they did a bit of an interview. So with Kofi, and that's what kind of said. He talked about it. He gave Dolph his props, but he was there to be the WWE champion and everything like that. So we will have to see what goes on now. What is next for Big Kofi Kingston? And then finally, last match was the WWE Universal Title match between Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins with a special guest referee. And somebody on Twitter has said that when I was scrolling through, because obviously, like everything, I scrolled through Twitter, and he has said, and somebody on Twitter has said, they're talking about so much. There's so much hammering on the fact that Becky Lynch is Seth Rollins' girlfriend and vice versa. They're doing so much of that the special guest referee is gonna be Lacey Evans. And you really say, well, I mean, that really can't be, but guess who it was? It was Lacey Evans. And and that actually should have been, and that's actually a smart move, because he's hitting everybody with chairs, right? So yes, of course you pick a woman, and so it's kind of incredible. I think the idea maybe could have been to choose another one. It maybe should have been Charlotte. He maybe should have picked Charlotte. That maybe would have been a better but I think since she was there, she wasn't doing anything. That maybe could have been a better pick. But I do like the fact that they did pick Lacey, and you knew what was going to happen. Lacey was going to get so involved that Becky was going to come down there and was going to do something with that, and then it was going to cause Baron Corbin the match, and that's what happened. Because at some point, Seth Rollins power bombs Baron Corbin through a table, and she's counting Baron Corbin out. And then she says there's no countouts. And then she goes, and then she, Baron Corbin, hitting Seth Rollins with a chair, and then he says he makes it a no disqualification match. And then she gets up in Seth Rollins' face, and she slaps him a couple of times, and she gives him a low blow, and that brings out Becky Lynch right as Baron Corbin hits End of Days, and Becky Lynch, beats up, Lacey Evans, which, by the way, you gotta say, if they're gonna keep doing this, they really need to stop having her beat up, Lacey Evans. If they're gonna make Lacey Evans like the top people on the show, then they gotta stop getting her beat up, or something like that. Just by, and she has to stop losing and everything like that. So, but anyway, I thought this was a great story. I thought it really was. The match was it was kind of slow. We had of course the fans are just like you're not gonna make the fans happy. You're just not. I thought this was I thought this was good. I thought this was good storytelling. It really was. I thought it was good. Like I said, I think Charlotte may have been a better person for it, but I think it's good story, but fans are just not gonna be happy with anything. I think you have to do what you feel is what you want to do. And I've said that before on this channel. WWE should not be listening to the WWE universe all the time. They need to do what what they want to do to tell their story, and you can like it or you don't. And obviously the fans did not like it because they started chanting "This is stupid" and they started chanting AEW and CM Punk and everything like that. So it's like you're not going to please these fans. And I've said this before. I said these again. These are not WWE fans. These are not WWE fans. If you are chanting AEW, you're not a WWE fan. You are a wrestling fan that is going to see WWE, or like I said in the past, you are a WCW fan who does not watches WWE, but you are not a WWE fan. You're not. So, but like I said, we're getting and like I said, Becky Lynch came down, beat up. This when the officials came down, the official John Cone, which officiated the Super Showdown match that he had troubles with. He came in the ring and Baron went for end of days again. He was reversed. It was given a super kick and a stomp, and Seth Rollins walked out with the victory. So, and walked out with the girl on his arm. So, yeah. That was it. That was it for WWE Stomping Grounds, the first iteration of it. So all in all, I thought this was a great pay-per-view. We had some great matches. We had including the kickoff. We had 3 4-star matches. We had nothing under 3 stars, which means nothing sucked. So I thought this was a pretty good. This was probably the best pay-per-view of the short year. Halfway through the year, this was probably the best pay-per-view. So, good on WWE. I enjoyed it. Seth Rollins said that he's doubling down. He put a tweet out early on in the year where he said that WWE is the best wrestling period, and he doubled down on it tonight. And I thought this was fantastic. A fantastic night for WWE. So. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think this was a good one? Let me know what you thought. Give me your star ratings. Give me what you thought about tonight. Especially that final match with the Angle and Lacey Evans and everything like that. Let me know what you think about it down in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in 3 weeks for WWE Extreme Rules, July 14th. That's going to be good. And if you are a gamer and you like video games, you like watching people play video games, make sure you go over and you subscribe and also follow my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/atriplet20. The link is down in the description box. I am doing live Stream Fest. This is my little thing where I do a week to 10 days of just doing all video game live streams of my video game play. So you can go there, or you can go over to my other YouTube channel, Andre Triplet, and there's gonna be a stream over there of it. So you can watch it on both, either there or there. So make sure you go follow and subscribe to my Twitch channel, or you go follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do both, actually. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.